everybody. Today I'm slightly running late. So 15 minutes late. Wow. So bright. Okay, let me just check if this live stream everything is in place, because very often it's not. So 2 seconds. Somehow today it's running so fast. I didn't get enough time to get all the ingredients, and until this morning I didn't really decide what I'm going to cook today, so or a bit of a mess. So for some reason I'm looking so dark. Shit. Okay, putting my light a bit closer to me is slightly better, but it's in the picture. And this is also okay, because I have to put it a bit lower so you guys can see what I'm going to cook today. Okay. Oh no. No, it's too low. Everything. Okay. Now I guess it's okay for now, because I'm going to cook something, and so this way you guys could see what I'm going to cook. Now I'm going to adjust it a bit later. So today I'm cooking something 100% vegan. So I actually bought this morning, and you can see here I just poached it. Can you guys still tell what it is? So it's cabbage. So the regular round cabbage. You can also get this pointy cabbage, but it's cabbage. And I poached it in hot water for like a couple of minutes, so they are cooked. So that's why when we are stir frying it, it doesn't take too long. And I'm using, so you can use a little bit dry shrimps, then it wouldn't be vegan anymore. And for people who love dry shrimps, it's like the best thing on earth. And for people who hate it, it's like so disgusting, so fishy, like dead fish. So hello everybody, I'm running slightly late, and I'm also going to stir fry this with a bit of豆瓣酱. I bought this and refilled the bottle, and then so we don't need any salt or anything, so all the salt is in the 豆瓣酱. And then I realized I forgot something, my spatula. So 2 seconds, you guys can start talking to each other. 2 seconds. Okay, now I have everything ready. Then my stove. So this position, hopefully you guys could see it properly. And I'm just going to turn this to medium. And a bit of vegetable oil. About half tablespoon. We don't need that much for stir frying. And here, crushed 1 garlic. You can also mince it if you like. 1 dry chili. I just like to break it, because 豆瓣酱 is also kind of spicy and salty, so don't need too many dry chilies. And once the oil is hot, it doesn't take too long. This stove is really good. So you can see it start bubbly, and then we can put in the cabbage, softened, already cooked. Okay, I didn't have my mic on. Can you guys hear me? Anyway, let me just finish this first. It really doesn't take too long. Okay. I can put it a bit further so you guys could see it. Oh no, this way. Okay. I'm sure now it's pretty loud. Okay, now I just like to put in about, I'll say half tablespoon as well. Just a little bit, because really it's quite spicy and salty. Okay, just stir it in. And you guys also see it. Now it's turning slightly red, the cabbages. Like doubanjiang also has a really strong smell. Not for everybody, but it's a must for many Sichuan dishes. Okay. You see, I just put slightly, about half tablespoon. All my cabbages are turning red now. Okay. At the end, I like to. Where is it? Ah, here. Okay. We are making a stir-fried cabbage, and here is this sugar. I just like to put in just a pinch. Okay, two pinches, because it's really kind of salty sometimes, so a bit of sugar would work really well. Okay, then that's done. You can also kind of adding a bit of starch water, cornstarch water, so it will get slightly thicker, but I don't really like it. Make everything kind of sticky. So. You can also kind of drizzle a bit of sesame oil at the end. But now it's ready. Can you guys see it? So this here is only like a quarter of a cabbage. Somehow it's really a lot. So it's like the quickest thing you can fix for lunch. Okay. Okay. Let me just clean this for 2 seconds. This stove is extremely loud. Okay. Now it's finished. Literally took 2 minutes, probably less. There's no ham, no, only cabbage with a bit of doubanjiang. So let me just give it a try. Super hot. It's quite good. Let me just let me see, how could I move this? Now. Better. although it's not very straight. But anyway, doesn't work. Okay, so now I'm having this for lunch. Now it's like 2:30. I'm way too late. I'm always trying to find like easy recipes so I don't have to go through all the steps when do live stream. It's just easier. So all you need豆瓣酱 and cabbage, oil, sugar, everything. That's everything. Probably, but I have garlic and dried chili in it. And then 豆瓣酱 is kind of hot already, I don't know. Red oil. I usually don't put it for stir fry. For dipping sauce, probably. Whereas in soup. But it's really kind of crunchy. Although I have kind of boiled it first and then stir fry, but it's still really crunchy. It's not bad. The cabbage from Lidl, I think was 45 cents. It's a pretty good deal for lunch. This week we had Burger King and last week we had KFC. So I told my husband that's like the limit we should have. Once a week something not so healthy, and the rest of the week we can just have lots of homemade food. But I enjoy KFC a lot. Like we always order on Thursday. No, on Tuesday. Is it Thursday or Tuesday? No, it's on Tuesday. There's like a deal. All the hot wings are half price. So instead of €4 something, it's €2 for 3 wings. Is this called Napa cabbage? I have no idea. I just know it's called cabbage. And if we go to KFC, my husband always order Whopper. I prefer this chicken burger better. It's called crispy chicken. I think it's called crispy chicken. I think it's probably Chinese cabbage because years ago we only had this kind of round cabbage, but now they also have this kind of pointy cabbage now in supermarkets. But is there a thing called a Chinese cabbage or just cabbage in general? Oh, the Chinese cabbage is actually this kind of long one. I think that's called Chinese cabbage. The one always used in, very often used in making dumplings. I think that's Chinese cabbage. Then this is not Chinese cabbage. Like before, I couldn't even tell the difference between chives and spring onions. They look pretty similar. It's probably true it's German cabbage. Like zucchini and the cucumber, both are really similar as well. Like on the weekends, I cooked something with zucchini, with this kind of Korean Korean chili paste, and this kind of dry shrimp. And my husband hated it because it smells really fishy. But that's how they usually cook, like zucchini with rice cake. It's like a classic Korean food, isn't it? I have no idea. I'll need more water, just 1 second. I quite like the rice cake. They sometimes use it as well in Chinese cooking, like stir fry, with lots of veggies and then Chinese sausages. The Korean style is also not bad. Also not bad. My mother-in-law, she's like making sauerkraut at home every year, every winter. But the way she's making it is like it's not like the traditional German sauerkraut. It's more of a Russian sauerkraut. It's with like salt, I think, and rice vinegar. I'm not quite sure, but I helped her to make it once. You have to like shred the cabbage like this one to really fine pieces, or you can also just cut them to quarter and then marinate them in salt. And she also tried once to make her own kimchi, and she couldn't find the chili powder they usually put in kimchi, and tastes really funny when it's like fermented. But I guess she's not going to make this year. The last year she made like three or four different kind of pickles. Today I actually saw broccoli in Aldi as well. Sorry, in Lidl. I think it was like €1 or something, around €1 or something for a kilo. But cauliflower was on sale, so I just thought it's pretty much the same. So I bought some cauliflower. Broccoli always looks so unappetizing. Doesn't look like food, broccoli, to me. We don't very often, not often, eating broccoli. Two less veggies here. Like in China, I could find like, I don't know, more than 10, 20 different kinds of veggies to eat. Like my favorite, like there's this kind of water chess. It's really good, but they only live like in the wild. They don't really grow in the farm. And lotus, and in my city people eat lots of wild veggies. One of them looking like a for some reason it has a name called chicken head, but it doesn't look like chicken or head or anything. It's just this kind of veggies. And there's this veggies like when you cook it turns purple. It has and it dyes everything to purple, like the sauce will be purple and all that. It's really cool as well. So all kinds of veggies. And then here there's not many options. And we eat like winter melon. It's like something Germans don't even know what is a winter melon. So I brought some seeds this time and I gave it to my in-laws, and hopefully they're going to grow next year, next spring. It takes like a lot of space because they can grow like they can grow as big as pumpkins, can grow really huge. Bok choy is also good. You can actually get bok choys here now in the supermarket, but it's too expensive. Like sometimes €2 just for 2 bok choys. So I don't really buy them that often. If I have enough space, like a small garden or anything, and I'm going to grow lots of those veggies. But bok choy costs nothing in China. Also like sweet potatoes, like really cost like few cents or even less. But here, I think it was €5 per kilo or something. Crazy. So all the stuff I just leave until I have to visit China again. I eat lots of them. But here is too expensive. Not worth it. But you can actually, if you have space at home, you can always grow sweet potato. Like because sweet potatoes like roots. They're a bit like potatoes. And when you leave them like long enough, they'll grow themselves. And you can plant them. I have too much stuff at home already. I don't want a garden in our apartment. Really, it's packed full, our apartment. I have all those plants. Behind me you can see. But that's it. I don't want to grow veggies indoor. €3, $3. Euros or dollars. Here is crazy expensive and really small. That quality. Like last time when I was in China, they still sell those on the street. They have like a huge oven, and then they roast. You call it roast or bake. Anyway, they cook it on the street, and it's probably 5 RMB, so less than $1. You can get a huge one cooked, perfect. By the way, it's in 2 or 3 weeks. Let me just have a quick look. So in 2 weeks, so in 2 weeks we are going to Berlin for the weekend. We're going on Saturday and come back on Monday. And then my husband is looking for some flights. There are some really cheap flights from Ryanair to London for like 20 euros both ways. And then we're probably going there as well in January, so next year. Mid of next year. I need to buy lots of cosmetics in London. They're much cheaper. So, okay, so for this week, I actually made another chicken soup recipe, the Chinese, actually a Sichuan recipe, and I filmed it. I just need to edit it, so that's for this week. And I want to bake another cake. I don't have the recipe book here, but I'm going to bake probably let me just get it. Wait a second. So what is better? Two options. One is this, it's called Linse Torte. So here, either this Linse Torte or I'm thinking of Apfelkuchen, so apple cake. Which one's better? Apple cake or Linse Torte? I think Apfelkuchen is not bad. But this recipe is for a baking foam with 20 centimeters diameters. I don't have it. I have to do something with the recipe. But yeah. Two. The first one, Linse Torte. Both said on the recipe, my Lieblingsrezept. So both are good, suppose. So Linse Torte then. Apfelstrudel is... Do you know who loves Apfelstrudel? Schwarzenegger. He is a huge Apfelstrudel fan. I could make as well, but this year somehow apple is also really expensive. Okay, I'll look for a good apple strudel. You're not? I think it's good. It's not like a typical dessert. It's like, has lots of stuff in it. Like apple is quite filling, make you full easily. I find it's not bad. I had one in Salzburg. It was really kind of good. We ordered Apfelstrudel and then Sachtorte. Beide were good. I think that's like a huge difference between German dessert and French dessert. French dessert is always really delicate, small, cute. And German cake is always like huge. Apfelkuchen is the standard cake. Like in German cafe, very often they have Käsekuchen, so cheesecake, Apfelkuchen, apple cake, or Johannisbeer Kuchen. Very often I only have like 2 or 3 different variations. Now I'll make the Linsertorte. This is also with Johannisbeer jam. Or I can also make this, what? Broken. I broke this book. Frankfurt Gans. This is also not bad. Oh, here. Picture is here. This is very common here as well. It's from Frankfurt. Called Frankfurter Kranz. I can't pronounce it. I like pies as well. But pies, it's slightly a bit more work because you have to make the shortbread. Or this recipe I wanted to make a long time ago. Like Berliner, but this is like a mini Berliner. But I want to wait until like the Fasching season. Like people like to eat donuts or Berliners when Fasching is. What cream pie? Okay, I'm finished. But I was using this recipe book from Johann Hafer, a German chef. I almost finished all the recipes from the back. Schwarzwald, Käse, Sahnetorte, Choco Truffle Torte, Engadiner Nusstorte, Prinzregenen Torte. Finished them all. Okay. I'll try all those like traditional classic German recipes, and then maybe later when I have enough time and money, I'll go open a German cafe with a slightly bit more effort on the cakes, because here now you go to a German cafe, it's always only 3 options, or like a Starbucks here. Also very boring what they serve. We at least go to once a week Starbucks. It's crazy because there's not many other options in Karlsruhe. It's a desert of cafes. There's not many options. Everybody loves sponge cakes. Have you ever tried like the Japanese sponge cake? I think sponge cake, because it's so simple and everybody can make it. Like it's also very popular in China, sponge cake. But this like Japanese sponge cake is super soft. Like I had once. They also like to have like a box, a paper box, a square paper box, almost like for cupcakes, but it's really bigger. And then they make sponge cake in there and then filled with like cream. And it's like, it's called, what's the name? It's from a region in Japan, kind of popular in China as well. You can find it in many cafes in China. Why not? Sponge cake. Actually, you can buy sponge cakes in supermarket here, and then you can just make your own filling, and you can spread whipped cream all over it and saying you made it. That's pretty cool. You know what my grandma made? She never made anything. She likes to buy this kind of Chinese sweets. Like some of those are super hard, like with peanuts, and pretty much like nougat, but much harder. And she always give it to us, give it to the kids. Or this kind of, it's called tao su, so kind of crunchy, with walnuts in it sometimes. But she buys lots of those, although she can't really eat sweet. But she's like passed away last year, so nobody's giving me sweets anymore. What is it? Escalope. I try not to pronounce it, and if I make a mistake, people will laugh at me. Quick look. No thanks. What is it? That reminds me, like with couple months ago, they always showing Seinfeld. Yeah, Seinfeld on TV, like always like around midnight, and then we always watch it. And in one of the episodes of Seinfeld, there's this soup restaurant. They serve soup, and then there's this soup called, what is the soup called? Start with M. I have to Google it. It has a really funny name. The soup Nazi. He serves some kind of soup. What's called the soup? It's also like American, really American. That's why I've never heard of it before. And then we all thought it's a really funny name. What is it called? And after that, I thought I should make it, but then now I forgot the name. I can't find it. Soup. Not at all. Not on Reddit. What is it called? The soup. I have to ask my husband. It was American soup anyway, can't remember the name. But winter is like the best season for soup. So I'll probably make a cup of Chinese soup, or noodle soup to be exact. And then last week I made this chicken soup. It like took us probably 3-4 days to finish it. Wonton soup, I make tons of wonton soup already, but it's not really soup wonton soup. Wonton soup is like more of a wonton than soup. But I will think of something. So that's for this week. Hopefully 2 or 3 recipes. I think more likely 2. That's the other thing, like in winter, you can like cook so many different things. In summer, the option is a bit less. And I'm like preparing some more recipes for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Although like this year, we're probably not going to have Christmas because my in-laws, they are going to Thailand. I think around 15th already, like December, 15th of December, they're going away already to Thailand. So nobody is home. So I guess nobody is having. For us, there's no Christmas this year. But I don't know. I'll make some Christmas recipes as well. Last year I had really lots of fun making them. But this year I will think of something. And then after that, Chinese New Year. Do you guys like this kind of cheese? Like my husband bought it once and then I just find it's really addictive. It's like so really thin. So we start this like a new routine or kind of thing. So we drink like a glass of wine and some cheese and ham in the evening. No, it's really thin, like so thin. Like it's probably only half millimeter thick. It says it's fruity, soft, and nutty. No? Actually, you can get all these. It's actually this week it's on sale in Lidl. I bought some new ones, but I can't find these really thin ones anymore. It says it's from France. They don't export this. It's super good. I'm usually not a cheese fan, but this one is addictive. I wonder how could they make the cheese so thin? And it says it's nutty. It's really nutty. Like you can just easily break it. It's so thin. Usually I like to have goat cheese or blue cheese. The ones with really strong smell. This one is not bad neither. Kind of nutty. Kind of bit nutty and salty at the same time. But anyway. Should I call it off? Because it's 3 o'clock already. I still need to go to do some shopping. Not on the weekend, didn't get time to do it. I'll try it. Danish. I'll Google it. Like on the weekend we had a white sausage. Are this like, is it also like a, okay, it's not. Looks like goat cheese, looks soft. I'll give it a try. This brand I have seen it as well. I'll try it anyway. I still have a, wow, stuck on the paper bag. I still have one brezel from the weekend. And I'll probably have this later before it's getting too old. It's kind of greasy somehow. When it's getting old, it's really kind of oily. Isn't it? It's like huge. It's bigger than the usual one. Somehow now, before they always make brezel really hard. Now somehow it's a new trend. They're making the brezel really soft, almost like a soft East dough. I think that, like, the trend is changing all the time. People like different things. Like I see kids, like parents here, giving brezel to their kids. Like they're not older than 1 year old, okay, 2 years old. Like really small and giving them brezel. It has like really lots of salt. I don't know what they're thinking. Funny. And like German kids are fit on chocolates. I've seen like too much. They're eating too much chocolates as well in Germany. My husband is definitely like addicted to chocolate. Oh, the last piece is not so thick, or not so thin. I forgot to cut it. Okay. I think that's it. I don't know. Actually, today I was thinking, what should I make? What should I make? Should I just skip it this week? But in the end, I found a really quick recipe. And thank you guys for coming, because last week was really quiet and I was like alone, really sad. Can you make your own mozzarella? Last time I was like making tiramisu, and in tiramisu it needs this kind of cheese. What's called the cheese? A friend of mine said I should just make myself. Apparently it's not that hard to make. I guess just kind of ferment milk, isn't it? I never tried to make my own cheese, but I think it's not that difficult. Anyway, I guess I'll call it for today, and then I'm going to do a little bit shopping and clean, do a little bit clean up. And hopefully tomorrow there will be a cooking video, and the day after, or on Thursday. I will see. So thanks for coming, thanks for joining me, and see you next week. Okay, and 2 more weeks before I'm going on holiday. Okay, see ya.